Good morning or good afternoon or maybe it's good evening. Wherever you are around the world, we just want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another great video of the Hockey Nation Live Show with your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy. Today, we talk about the pending UFA for the upcoming season, if they are going to sign an extension before the season starts, or maybe they're going to sign an extension during the season, or they are going to become a UFA. I'm going to give you also different options for each one of them. So don't go nowhere. Before we start, we invite you, don't forget to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show on the YouTube channel and on the Facebook page. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, please click on the like. Finally, tell us or comments about this video for the UFA pending with maybe a possible an extension before the season starts. So let's dive in and talking about this subject. Like I mentioned, which high profile pending UFA could sign an extension early this season? The first player I want to talk about, Sasha Barca. The deal is done with 8 years at $10 million AAV for a total of $80 million. So this was the first one sign a contract happening yesterday for the Florida Panthers. So the captain, Sasha Barca, is going to be for the next 8 years with the Florida Panthers. But the first one really I want to talk about is Thomas Erdahl. I'm not going to read everything happening here. You can pause the video. You can read what I type here, so you can have a chance to know more about Thomas Erdahl. But what I'm going to tell you is a little bit more about the players. Thomas Erdahl is a 6'2", 215 pounds, 27 years old. He's a 17th overall pick in 2015 by the San Jose Sharks. He played last season a 50 game with 19 goals, 24 assists, 43 points. He have a TOI on 1908. During his career, he's already played 503 games with 323 points, 151 goals, 172 assists. He have a TOI 1710 during his career. He's carrying right now a contract of $5.6 million AAV. He's going to become UFA at the end of the year. Listen, this is really tricky, to be honest with you. We know the situation with San Jose Sharks. Are they going to go all the way to rebuild this team? Or are they going to do a mix of rebuilding but differently, where they were going to keep veterans and maybe keep Thomas Erdahl? Here, what I'm thinking about for him, I don't see him returning with the San Jose Sharks. Can they trade him at the trade deadline? Possible. The direction for him, Boston, Vegas, or Colorado. 3 team, I expect them to play in the playoffs during the upcoming season. It'll be really interesting what Thomas Erdahl can go. But in my eyes, at that moment, I don't see Thomas returning with the San Jose Sharks. The second player I want to mention is the veteran defenseman for the Pittsburgh Penguins, Chris Letang. He's not the only one with a Malkin is on the same situation for him. But again, with the 35 years old veterans, what is going happening with him, I'm not really sure. But at that moment, like I said, he's going to be 35 at the end of his contract, a $7.2 million AAV. Can the Pittsburgh keep him? That would be really interesting. The 62 overall pick, 2005, with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Have played last season 55 games with 45 points, 7 goals, 38 assists, a 24-39 TOI during his career so far, all with the Pittsburgh. Chris has an 863 game with 582 points, 134 goals, 448 assists, and of course a 24 minutes of TOI per game. Option return, Montreal, Minnesota, Dallas. I'll be honest with you, I believe the thing is going to returning with the Pittsburgh Penguins. I wouldn't be surprised he signed a $3 million, 3 years contract, about $5 million. That would be my prediction about Chris Letang. The next one I want to talk about is Morgan Rielly. This is getting really interesting about Morgan Rielly. First of all, Morgan played for the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? You know already. The number 44, he's going to be UFA at the end of the year. He's carrying a $5 million AAV at that moment. The 27 years old, can he resign with them? We know he was a 5 overall pick in 2012 by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Last season, 35 point and 55 game. He has a 5 goal, 30 assists with a TOI at 23-37. During his career so far, 572 games, he have 305 points, 59 goals, 246 assists with a TOI at 21-51. Look, for many teams, he can become the number 1 defenseman. We know those contracts happening this summer with $8 million, $9 million for different players. The problem with Toronto right now is Nylander, Tavares, Matthews, and Marner carry on over 40% of the salary cap. Can they afford to get Morgan Rielly at $8-9 million? That would be the biggest question right now. I don't know. I'm 50-50. If he returned with Toronto, guys, they have to let it go someone at the 4 players just mentioned to you. If not, destination for him, Boston, Montreal, and the Seattle Kraken in my eyes at that moment, and expect him a 8 years contract at $9 million will be my prediction for Morgan Rielly. The next one I want to talk about is another veteran with a Dallas Star, John Glenbard. They already on the trade bait at some point. Some people mention he maybe get trade because they already signed Mikko Heiskanen about $9 million per year. Can afford 2 players with the same salary cap? That's what I believe. It's not going to happening. That's the reason I believe he's going to be traded at the trade deadline. The 29 years old players, he was drafted in 2010 by the Dallas Star on 131 overall pick. Last season with a Star and 53 games, he has 36 points, 7 goals, 29 assists, minus 15, 23 minute penalty with a 22-42 TOI. During his career, 478 games, he have 327 points with 65 goals, 262 assists, and a TOI 23-06. We talk about Letang, we talk about Rielly. This is another one over there. Glenbard is going to be on the same situation where I believe Dallas, because they got Heiskanen, I don't see they can afford to pay. Glenbard is going to carry on an average of $8 million in my eyes. I will not see why not. He's going to be 30 years old. Expect him to maybe get 8-8. I would not be surprised. Option, Montreal, Calgary, Seattle Kraken. The only danger of this is going to be 37, 38, 36, 37, 38 at the end of his contract at $8 million, 8 years. So I believe it would be interesting who's going to sign him. I would not be surprised if you get 6-9 and not 8-8 or 7-8. I don't see Dallas Star resign the veteran John Glenbard with the team. Another interesting, this is one really I'm concerned about, Ajini Malkin. We know he's going to be 35 years old. We know what he accomplished with the Pittsburgh Penguins, with Crosby, winner of many Stanley Cup, everything like that. So for me, Malkin is going to be 36 next year. He played 33 games last season, 28 points. We know he already is going to be out for the first 2 months of the season. Injury prone for him year after year now. He played 17 minutes, 44 seconds. He have a contract at $9.5 million now. And during his career, the 940 game, he has 1,104 points. That shows to you what kind of player he is. You have a TOI 1955. Can he sign a contract at 2 years, 3 years? Possible. I don't see him returning with Pittsburgh Penguins. Possibly he can trade at the deadline. Just destination for me, Florida Panthers and Boston Bruins. So that'll be the only team I believe they can get him at the trade deadline or the upcoming season. I don't see him pay over $5 million. 2 years, $5 million, play for the Panthers. I believe it would be possible. I think that's the destination for him for the next season. I would not be surprised. The next player I want to talk about is the last one, is the veteran, 36 years old for the Boston Bruins, the captain, Patrice Bergeron. He's going to become a UFA. This is really, I'll be honest with you, this is going to be easy. What are you talking about, coach? First of all, I believe Bergeron don't go nowhere. Bergeron is going to be retired or is going to finish his career with the Boston Bruins. He passed all his career with the Boston Bruins, and I don't see him to go nowhere. He was a 45 overall pick in 2003 by the Bruins. He played last season 54 games. He had 48 points, 23 goals, 25 assists for a TOI 18-13. During his career of 1,143 games, he has 917 points, 375 goals, 542 assists with an 1848 TOI. Bergeron, he is the catalyzer of the first line between Pastrnak and, of course, Brad Marchand. And I don't see the captain go nowhere, be honest with you. So it'll be interesting to see that for him, for the captain with the Boston Bruins. Look, guys, this is a very quick video for you guys, just about the UFA players. Maybe get an extension, or they go somewhere, or they're not going to go trade at the trade deadline. Just want to mention they are the high profile for the upcoming UFA 2022 and NHL next summer. So I want to share with you what I'm thinking about them. We know already, like I mentioned, Barkov signed a new contract extension of 8 years for $10 million per year AAV at $80 million total. And that's the reason I made that video for you guys, to see what could happen in the next couple of weeks on Mon in NHL. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click on the likes and, of course, to subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. Leave us your comments. Tell us what you think about this video. And finally, I just want to remind you, of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. Finally, je vous souhaite une très bonne journée, mes amis. On se reparle plus tard avec une autre vidéo avec l'entraîneur, Coach Frenchy.